Giannis Antetokounmpo was in Spain during the off-season, smiling and relaxed after another long NBA season. His agent had told him about a charity training session with local athletes. Giannis loved helping kids, so he said yes without asking too many details. What he didn't know was that a translator's small mistake would send him not to a basketball camp, but to a professional football, soccer club's training ground. When he arrived, everyone on the field froze. The players stared as the towering 7-foot NBA superstar stepped out of his van in sneakers, holding a basketball. The coach ran toward him, clapping. "Giannis, welcome to our football team." Giannis blinked. "Football team? Wait, this is not basketball?" The coach laughed, thinking he was joking. Before Giannis could explain, someone handed him a jersey with his name printed across the back. Cameras flashed, fans cheered, and before he knew it, he was being pulled toward the pitch. At first, Giannis thought maybe they wanted him to do a few photos. But when the coach shouted, "All right boys, let's start the warm-up," realized this was something else. He looked around. Short, lean athletes, fast on their feet. Then he looked down at his massive legs and long arms. "This is going to be interesting," he muttered. The team started jogging, and Giannis joined in, towering above everyone like a moving skyscraper. Then came ball drills. When a football rolled toward him, he tried to stop it like he'd seen on TV, but his touch was too strong. The ball flew into the stands, hitting a photographer's chair. "Oops," Giannis shouted, raising his hand in apology. The players laughed, clapping for him. He grinned back, a little embarrassed, but still game. The coach whispered, "He's raw, but he's got power." Giannis didn't want to quit, so he stayed. In his head, he said, "All right, you wanted to be great at everything, Giannis. Let's learn football." The next drill started, and Giannis stood in line, waiting for his turn to dribble through cones. One of the players, a young winger, leaned over and said, "Easy, just touch, move, touch." Giannis nodded, trying to remember. When his turn came, he bent over slightly, started moving the ball, and immediately kicked it 30 yards ahead. Everyone burst into laughter. Giannis laughed too, running after it like a gazelle. When he finally caught it, he dribbled again, but his long legs covered too much distance. "Man, this is like trying to dance with a mouse," he joked, sending another wave of laughter across the field. The coach couldn't stop smiling. "He's built for power, not finesse," he whispered to his assistant. But what Giannis lacked in skill, he made up for in energy. He ran, he tried, he stumbled, and every mistake made him laugh harder. After a while, the coach decided to test his shooting. He placed a ball 20 yards from goal and said, "Kick it." Giannis nodded, took a few steps back like he was lining up a free throw, and swung his leg. The ball exploded off his foot like a rocket, flying far over the goal and disappearing into the nearby trees. The net shook from the air pressure. The players gasped, then burst out laughing. "I think it's in another city," one shouted. Giannis threw his arms up and shouted, "That's 3 points, right?" Everyone laughed again, even the coach. "Wrong sport, my friend," he said, patting Giannis on the back. But soon after, something unexpected happened. Cross came flying into the box during a scrimmage, and Giannis instinctively jumped, higher than anyone had ever seen. He headed the ball so hard that it ricocheted off the goalpost. The players froze. "Did you see that?" someone whispered. Even the coach was stunned. "If we teach him control," he said, "he could destroy goalkeepers." Giannis smiled proudly. "Maybe football isn't that hard after all," he said, unaware that the chaos was just beginning. The team decided to have a short practice match, and the coach placed Giannis as a striker. "Just stay near the goal," he said. Giannis nodded, ready for action. As the game started, he looked completely lost. Players moved in every direction, shouting in Spanish. He tried to follow one teammate, then another, until he realized he was blocking his own defenders. The first pass came to him, too fast. It hit his leg and bounced back like a cannonball. "My bad," he yelled. A few minutes later, another ball came. This time he trapped it gently, took a step forward, and kicked straight into a teammate's stomach. The player bent over, laughing and groaning at the same time. "Strong legs," he wheezed. Giannis covered his face, laughing. "I'm sorry, man." Then came a corner kick. As the ball soared in, Giannis jumped higher than anyone, and forgetting it was football, spiked it with his hand like a volleyball. The referee blew the whistle immediately. The whole field erupted in laughter. "No hands!" the coach shouted, trying not to laugh himself. Giannis raised his hands in surrender. "Sorry." Instinct. Even the fans watching from the sidelines were in stitches. But Giannis never gave up. When the next chance came, he ran faster than anyone. His long strides cut across the field like wind. He reached the ball, slipped slightly, and kicked, not cleanly, but enough. The ball rolled, slow and awkward, past the goalkeeper into the net. For a second, there was silence. Then, an explosion of cheers. The crowd went wild. Giannis dropped to his knees, laughing. "Did that count?" shouted. "Goal," the referee said, smiling. And just like that, Giannis had scored his first football goal by accident. Word of Giannis' football debut spread like wildfire. Clips of his clumsy dribbles and that lucky goal hit the internet within hours. Headlines read, "Giannis joins football. Chaos ensues." The comments were full of laughter and love. "He plays football like he dunks," one fan joked. But the funniest moment was yet to come. The coach decided to give Giannis one last challenge, to take a penalty. The players lined up, chanting his name. "Giannis! Giannis! Giannis!" He smiled, stepped up confidently, and whispered, "Okay, time to make history." He ran up, swung his leg, and slipped again. His foot hit the ground, and the ball rolled gently toward the goalkeeper, who didn't even dive. The keeper picked it up, smiling, and handed it back to Giannis. The crowd laughed so hard some fell over. Giannis bowed dramatically. "At least I didn't miss the stadium this time," he said. The whole team clapped. When the practice ended, Giannis thanked everyone, shaking hands and hugging players. "You guys are amazing," he said sincerely. "This sport is not easy. You need balance, timing control. It's beautiful." The coach smiled. "And you, my friend, have heart. That's the most important part." Messi, who had come to watch as part of the charity event, joined them afterward. He hugged Giannis and said, "You're too tall for this game, but you made it fun." Giannis grinned. "Maybe next time you can teach me some tricks." Messi nodded. "Only if you teach me to dunk." The two laughed, surrounded by fans and cameras, two worlds of sport colliding in the best way possible. That night, the internet couldn't stop talking about it. Hashtags like #GreekFreakFootball and #GiannisGoal trended worldwide. Even NBA players joined the fun. LeBron James tweeted, "Giannis, you sure you're in the right sport?" To which Giannis replied, "I scored one goal, bro. I'm coming for the Ballon d'Or next." The exchange went viral again. Meanwhile, football legends chimed in. Cristiano Ronaldo commented, "He's got power. Now he just needs control." Giannis replied, "Teach me, R7. I'll bring the height, you bring the style." Fans from basketball and football united in laughter, celebrating the pure fun of it all. But behind the humor, there was something deeper. People saw Giannis' humility, how he laughed at himself, how he respected another sport, and how he tried even when failing publicly. Sports analysts called it the most human moment of the year. Giannis wasn't showing off. He was showing courage. In a world full of perfection, he reminded everyone that it's okay to stumble, to learn, and to laugh through it. That's why fans loved him even more. He wasn't just a basketball giant. He was a giant of heart. When Giannis flew back home, reporters surrounded him at the airport. One asked, "Would you ever play football again?" Giannis smiled. "Only if they let me use my hands." Everyone laughed, but then his tone softened. "Honestly, that day reminded me why I fell in love with sports in the first place. It's not about being perfect. It's about trying something new, enjoying it, and sharing laughter." Later that evening, he posted a picture of his goal with the caption, "Dream big, fail big, laugh louder." It went viral instantly. Weeks later, kids all around the world started recreating his fall and score move on playgrounds. It became a symbol of fun, joy, and fearlessness. Even football academies played the clip during youth sessions to show how important it is to laugh at mistakes. Giannis had turned an accident into inspiration, and that's how chaos became magic. From accidentally joining a football team to scoring one of the funniest, most talked about goals ever, Giannis Antetokounmpo proved something simple but powerful. Greatness isn't about doing everything right. It's about doing everything with heart. And that day, when the Greek freak stumbled, slipped, and laughed his way into football history, the world didn't just see chaos, it saw pure joy.